If I were to put a breathalyzer to your mouth and have you breathe into it, there will be so much toxin within you because you've been holding things in. You've been holding toxins of anger and distress and disgust, and you can't let it out because you're fearful. If you let it out, folk will really know what's been going on with you. But right now, the Holy Ghost has sent a divine breathalyzer because you need to let it out right now. You cannot continue. I don't know who I'm talking to. You cannot continue to hold all of the malice, all of the anger, all of the frustration in. It's time for you. It's time for us as a community. It's time for us as people of faith. It's time for us as the black community, the black church. It's time for people who've been in seasons of anguish and trauma to now make up their mind. I've got to let it out. I can't hold it in. This is too much. And God, I'm asking you, how long? Jeremiah was like a man running a race and having a hard time keeping up, because you got to prepare not for the race, but you got to prepare for the marathon. And you see, there's a difference between race preparation and marathon preparation. Somebody type marathon preparation. Marathon preparation takes weeks and months, because the main ingredient for success in a marathon is not how fast you run, it's how long you can endure. It is said that the Hopi Indians in Arizona are the finest long-distance runners in the world, because they spend years in practice, and running becomes a natural part of their lives. It becomes their natural gait, and this is for two reasons. The character of the country in which they live renders walking a slow method of progress, and they have developed an ability to run through heavy sand with the expenditure of far less energy than walking consumes. And their fields are situated at so great a distance from the village that they are obliged to run in order to get to the field and accomplish the work and return the same day. Some of their feats, beloved, are outstanding. The finest runner among the Hopi Indians was Talashatawa, who has run as far as 80 miles in 9 hours. He has run 50 miles through the sand in 5 hours, because the terrain in the Hopi region is uneven, and in some places it's rugged, but no matter how steep it is, the runner never slacks up. Come here, I'm trying to help somebody. There's some times in your life and mine when life will be uneven, when life will be unfair, when the road will be rough and rocky, and the road will be rugged and rough. And you got to remember that no matter how steep the grade might be, you can't slack up, because the terrain is what gives you the toughness to keep on moving. I'm trying to hold myself together, but somebody ought to help me testify, because you've been cursing and nursing and rehearsing the hell you've been going through, and God sent me on assignment to tell you that the very thing you've been cursing and the very thing you've been sitting around mad about is the very thing that has kept you here when everybody else has fallen away. The rough place is the reason why you still on this virtual T-zone praising God, because it was the rough place that helped you to see that the race is not given to the swift nor the strong, but the one who endures until the end. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up their flesh, they stumbled and fell. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord, for they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up. They shall mount up. They shall mount up on wings like an eagle. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. I believe I'm going to keep on. I believe I'm going to press my way. Come on, help me and say, I will keep moving. I will keep pressing. I will keep singing. I will keep shouting. I will keep dancing. I'm going to dance until the round is over. Say yeah. Say yeah. Yeah. Won't he do it? Won't he help you? Won't he bless you? Won't he keep you? Won't he give you power? Somebody say power. When Kaylin was in those prank playing years, he brought some gum for me to taste. And I put it in my mouth and I started chewing it. And it was real bitter, real sour. And of course, you could tell from the look on my face that I wasn't really feeling that taste in my mouth. And I was getting ready to spit it out until he said to me, Dad, don't do that. Don't do that. It's the kind of gum that gets sweeter the more you chew it. He said, keep chewing, Dad, keep chewing. And the more I chewed, the sweeter it got. The taste that was bitter at first got sweeter the more I chewed. The more I chewed, the sweeter it got. So I took his advice about life, because there's some things that happen in our lives that will have our face turned up like a prune. And I want to tell somebody, as we try to navigate this season and we're trying to figure out what's the next leg of the journey, trying to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, God told me to tell somebody, keep chewing. It gets better when you keep moving. It gets better when you are not focused on how bad it feels or how bad it looks or how bad they've been. Keep chewing, keep moving, keep growing, keep maturing, keep training for reigning. And I want to remind us today that this journey we're on is filled with so many uncertainties. But I don't want you to look at the uncertainty as adversity. I want you to look at the adversity as an adventure. Don't look at the uncertainty as adversity. Look at the uncertainty as an adventure that God is sending you on. And the more you go, the more you grow. And the more you go, the more you glow. So come on, let's go through it. Let's grow through it. Let's learn from it. Let's get stronger. Let's prepare for the march ahead and not get consumed and obsessed with the obvious opposition. But remember that if God be for you, he's more than the world against you.